Hey y'all. I am Jody Wolfborn, a senior developer advocate at Chef Software. Thank you for joining the Chef live stream. Today we are going to be walking through a Terraform plan that I'm trying to build. If you're unaware, the deployment service that launches Chef Automate inside whatever Ubuntu or whatever server you're using. The deployment service can also now deploy the Chef Infra Server service as part of that whole package. And so what I'm trying to experiment with is getting a Chef Automate server and a Chef Infra Server services both running on the same Ubuntu server. I'm trying to use Terraform to spin that up. And at the same time, I am also attempting to spin up some workstations so that our teams can use this in like training environments, so that a student's workstation will be spun up already kind of bootstrapped into that Chef server on the Chef Automate server. And all that. So I put out the bat signal asking basically everybody that I know who's awesome and smart to come join me and help. So yeah, here we are. And let's just dive into it, I guess. Let's see. I've got my Terraform code up here. And I guess... Oh, hang on a second. I'm being told by my producer that I need to boost the audio on my mic. So let me do that. Right now, Garth, my audio producer, is that better? I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, okay. So I'll walk you through this plan that I have so far, and then I'll kind of get into what I'm working on. So. Here I have, actually, let's go down to this guy. So if you're not familiar with Terraform, basically it uses a bunch of files with different variables defined to go through and spin up infrastructure in whatever sort of cloud environment you're working with. So I am working on, like I said, an environment that spins up down here. It spins up X number of workstations depending on whatever number I put in this workstation count. It'll then go through and also create an Automate user, a user in the Automate UI, not just on the CLI, but actually in the UI, so that you can spin this up and have like all of our, in my case, all of our students will be able to connect to Automate using their own name and password. But in real life or out in the wild, this might be useful for spinning up a bunch of I guess you might use LDAP or something like that with Chef Automate now. But yeah, spinning up Chef Automate with a bunch of manually configured users. So anywho, oh yeah, I'm also realizing how small this text looks, so I'm just gonna try and make that a little bigger and close this window. Should have gone through and done this stuff earlier, or I did, but I didn't really realize how small it was gonna be. So I'm also gonna increase the size of this guy so y'all can see. Hopefully that's good. Okay, here we go. So, okay, also just let me know in chat or wherever if it's still too small. Hopefully that's good though. Okay, let's also turn my mic up just a little bit more. Cool. And get back into the code. Okay, so this is using like all of my own personal AWS stuff for, not personal, but my work AWS stuff. So it's going to look for a credentials file where I've told it. It's going to use this specific one. So in order for this to kind of be scalable, that would have to be people would have to come in and modify the variables in here to make sure it's pointing at their own identity file instead of mine. Anywho, these are a bunch of AWS tags that my company uses to make sure that I'm kind of forgetful, and sometimes I'll spin up an environment with like 60 workstations for students and stuff, and then 2 weeks later, after the course has been long over and done with, I'll get like a message from my coworker who keeps an eye on this and is like, hey, is this workshop done? Could we maybe spin down all these instances? So yeah, this helps with identifying when I've forgotten to spin my stuff down. The next part that is happening the next variable that we're defining here is a publicly available domain name. So we've gone through and purchased learn.chef.io, obviously, because that's our domain. And we've also purchased a wildcard for workshops.learn.chef.io. So now we can come in and make this workshop environment, the Chef Automate dashboard, publicly available. So our students can actually see what's going on. So yeah, you could use that to do the same thing in your work environment or your work organizations, I suppose. So then it's going through and creating a load balancer in AWS. To be completely honest with you, I don't actually know what all the load balancer stuff is doing, but it is defined here in this Terraform file called Chef Automate ALB, which stands for AWS or Automate Load Balancer. AWS Load Balancer. Anyway, so it is going through and creating a load balancer for our Chef Automate instance. Let's see. Oh, nice. So my coworker Nick Rykar is on the call, is watching as well. Like I said, I sent up the bat signal and asked all my smart people to join me. So he just basically explained that this portion, the load balancer, just essentially makes it easy to assign DNS to our workshop environment. So that's cool. Anyway, so we'll get out of that because I don't need it. Let's see. Sorry, my microphone is like directly in front of where the code is showing up on my monitor, so just gonna move it. Anyway, oh yeah, so Nick, who I just mentioned, is WIDS in the chat. So if you have any questions about what I'm doing, Nick is super smart and will be able to probably address them. Anyway, so where were we in our, variables.tf? No, where were we? Oh yeah, Terraform. So yeah, and then I already talked about what this bottom part does. It creates automate users and student users, as well as student workstations. And I probably should have covered up this part where it talks about what the password is, but I think that's living in so many repos on GitHub anyway that it probably wouldn't make a difference if I hit it. All the other stuff that you see in this repo, like the Azure and GCP stuff, those are all basically I stole this environment from another team here at Chef because it's filled with super smart people who know how to do all this stuff. So I stole this from them, and the Azure and GCP directories in here are a result of that. So Oh, right. Nick is pointing out that it's get ignored, so at least the get bots can't find it. Anyway, so let's see. Those are the variables that we're defining, that I'm setting in here. The real thing that I'm trying to look at is this Terraform plan that spins up the Chef Automate server. Because, like I said at the beginning of the call, Chef Automate now, the deployment service within Chef Automate now allows you to deploy the Chef Infra Server as well. So we have one sort of single place where all of the services or applications that you might be using in your Chef ecosystem, one single deployment path to rule them all, sort of. It doesn't really rule them all. You can still deploy it different ways, but it does make it a lot easier for you to access it. So anyway, what we have here is a bunch of different tags for AWS that go through for the instance and basically make it available for me. And then here under the remote exec portion is where we're actually going through downloading Chef Automate and then installing it. So let's see if I can expand this out here, just so we can see more of it. And so what we're doing is, I think actually following step by step the directions that you'll find where the Automate docs are. And I think, let's see, that's docs. Maybe it's, yeah. The docs are found at automate.chef.io/docs. Here we go. I'm really slow at copying and pasting URLs. Anyway, so we're going through kind of step by step the installation instructions there. So over here, we are setting our host name to the host name that we defined in our variables file. We're configuring the max map count and the dirty expire settings, just like it says to in the instructions. Then we're actually downloading the Automate package and unzipping it. We're moving the service to our user bin or sbin. We're making a new directory called Chef Automate under Etsy. We are, I think this is a relic of the team that I stole it from, essentially. But here is where the magic is happening. So here's where we're actually deploying Chef Automate. And what we have is a new flag here, feature flag. It's not listed in the options in the docs yet, just because the docs team has been doing a huge migration from the platform they were on before onto Hugo, I think. And so they've had different priorities since this feature flag was introduced. But the feature flag essentially allows you to tell the deployment service within Chef Automate, which, as you may all know, is utilizes Habitat to go through and do all that wonderful stuff. You can now pass this flag that tells it which service you want to deploy. So we're going to tell it we want it to deploy the Automate service, and we also want it to deploy the Chef Infra service. And so we'll pass the Chef-server flag as well. And then this flag at the end is making sure I don't get prompted to accept the master license and service agreement. Okay, this next portion is changing the owner of the Automate credentials file. I think that's so that we can print the credentials out at the end of this Terraform run so that I can read them. Oh yeah, we are, let's see. Yeah, here's where we cap that. And then I think it's getting pushed out to my my terminal window here. Oh, so now this whole process will go through and actually spin up a Chef Automate server. A-okay. So actually I can open a terminal window in here and we can just do it here. Can y'all see? Let's make sure that is visible. Not sure how to increase the size. Oh well. Whoop, nope, that's not how. I think pushing Command Shift plus, oh, it does work, sweet. But it makes everything bigger, oh well. You get to suffer through that, haha. Okay, so it's already brought me into the driving compliance road trip. That's the name of this repo. So I'm going to change directories into the Terraform AWS repo, or directory. And then I am going to use the Okta tool to log into my, or to open a window to the AWS API so that I can create, oh no. Oh, maybe it is underscore, not dash, sorry. I want to be an administrator so I can do all the things. Okay, now that I have authenticated with AWS, I am going to apply this plan as it is. Oh, actually, I have unsaved changes in here. So let's see what, whoops. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So this is the command that I was working on earlier to create an organization and user in Chef Server. I'm going to remove that and just spin up the Chef Server as it is, or I mean, yeah, the Automate server without doing this creation because I want to make sure it actually works. So save that. Whoops. Terraform apply. It's going to go through and validate all of the many settings that I have. I didn't talk about any of the data sources up here, but the data sources are pretty cool too because they give you the ability to run like copy a script from this Terraform plan and launch it on, or copy it over to the, the instance. So let's say, yes, I want to create these all. Anywho. Oh yeah, I did promise free swag. I will definitely give free swag to the first person who can help me get past my own knowledge barrier here when it comes to Terraform or really deploying the Chef server through a remote script because that's what's happening here. The remote exec thing says, hey, perform this on the system as if I am the system user. Anyway, ooh, so fun. Oh yeah, I should have put up my secrets thing since as this is scrolling past, it's probably sharing plain text secrets. So I'm just gonna let that go. If you have any questions or comments during this time while it's spinning that up, it's like probably a 3-minute process. So Um, it's not like easy to raise your hand in here, I guess, but yeah, who all has experience? I was gonna ask who all has experience using not Chef software, Terraform with Chef Automate and Chef Server, but my producer beat me to the punch and brought it up. It's a good time to give away some stuff. So if anybody on the call wants some free stuff, we have an awesome link. Oh yeah, there we go. Now you have it twice. If you follow that link, you can fill out a little form. It'll give you some free swag. And it's maybe one more time for good measure. I don't know. If you missed it, here is the link again for the free swag. Maybe we could just post that every minute that this Terraform plan is spinning up. Yes, thank you, Time Walking. uh. Oh, I think we can maybe... I think we're past the secrets. Oh, no. Never mind. Just as I said that, more secrets scrolled past. Whoa. Maybe now? Oh, yes. Okay, now we're going through and installing the services so I can show this again. Okay. So now this remote exec command to deploy Chef Automate with those services is going through. And so you can actually see the output in Terraform, or like as this Terraform script is running, it'll show you the output from it'll show you the output from the Chef Automate service actually deploying. Yeah, Time Walking, if you don't know what Animal Crossing is, like, you are missing out on so many hours of your life that you can be doing random tasks around a town without actually interacting with any human being whatsoever. I don't think the GameCube tracked how many hours you spend in video games the way, or in Nintendo games the way that the Switch does. But yeah, if it did, I would probably have like spent like 2 months worth of my life in Animal Crossing. I can't. How do you not have a Nintendo? Like, well, I mean, there are many ways you could not have a Nintendo, but I think Nintendos are iconic. So, but also, I'm from the Seattle area, born and raised, and both of my parents growing up, my mom and my stepdad, both worked at Nintendo. So I could have a little bit of bias going for that. So, yeah. Nick, I love your description of Animal Crossing is so accurate. Have you ever wanted to pay back a high interest loan to a raccoon with questionable scruples? And the cool thing about Animal Crossing, this one that's coming out for the Switch, is that you can actually like remodel your home, build it bigger. You can like you start out with like a little tent. You can I don't know. You can build a workbench so you can build furniture for your house and stuff. And this raccoon will loan it to you for no interest. Lol. Starting kids off young, learning the systems of credit. So good, so good. Ooh, I don't know if you just saw that like I did. Here we see Automate CS Bookshelf, CS OC Bifrost, Air Chef, and Nginx. If you have ever deployed Chef Server, you might recognize those services as the backend stuff that you need for... Oh, hi, JJ. That you need for Chef Infra Server to run. So we can see that this script is both launching the Chef Automate service and launching the Chef Infra Server service at the same time. So once it actually finishes and gives me an IP address that I can log into, we'll go through and mimic the steps, or we'll do the steps that it takes to configure the service, and then I'll script them into this Terraform package, hopefully. Yeah. Sorry, I was talking so long I didn't see Nick. You're cracking me up with your Animal Crossing references. Like it's so true. How often do you dig under a leaf in the ground and find like gold and stuff you can sell back to people? It makes you want to like go out and buy a metal detector and start combing the beach like all those old dudes in Cannon Beach and stuff. Anyway, okay, so like I mentioned before, the credentials for the Automate server have been copied and printed out for me. So you all now have the ability to log into this server until I tear it down in a bit. So yeah, I'm going to log into the Chef Automate server, and then we'll set up an organization and create a user and all that good stuff. And while we're doing that, JJ, you should tell us what you've been working on recently, if you want to. I mean, you don't have to, but it's always exciting to hear what you're working on. Yeah, sorry. JJ is also has a bit of stage fright, or not stage fright, but he's very introverted, so I just called him out on live stream. Sorry. I'm not a very good friend in that way, I guess. Okay. Let's see. So I want to log into this server. I forget what are we gonna have Ubuntu at IP address. I actually want to use an identity file, so I'm gonna put the -i flag here. .ssh j training. Okay. Yay, we're all logged in. Oh, JJ, you're streaming too. That's awesome. You should let me know when you're streaming, and I would love to come watch. JJ. Oh, hey, Kimball. How's it going? Kimball is joining us from a whole nother time zone. I won't even try to guess what time it is, because I think we are now observing daylight savings time, but you are not. Is that correct? Okay, sorry. So now that we're logged into the automate server. Death to clock changes. I agree, Rykar. Did you say that's for the last time? Did we officially, as a state, vote it into non-existence? Oh, that would be so glorious. Arizona got rid of it, and I'm so jealous of them. It's like the one, yeah. I'm pretty good at math, but I am not good at time zone math. Oh, working on a progress report. As your teammate, should I also be doing that? Or, let's check and see what services are running on here. Chef automate status. Okay, so we have the automate services all running. Excellent. Then we also have down here the CS there indicates the Chef server services, Chef Infra Server. Your not very secret project of what? Am I spacing out, or do I not know what your not very secret project is? Let's see. Next thing we want to do is, oh yeah, create the user. Well, we want to create an org, and then we want to create a user, add that user to the org. And I think somewhere in there we need to give them admin privileges so that they will be able to actually do these things. So let's see. I command. So we can create the org. Oh, I should use the chef server cuddle command. I'm going to look up the user create command to see if I can create it as an admin. So let's see. Oh. Friggin' Congress. We need Congress's permission. Oh, thank you, Dr. RK. Thanks, Kimball. I did that on purpose so nobody could read what I'm looking at. They can only see who I'm talking to. Let's see. User? No. How? Why would I? So we can use -O flag to add them to an organization, but I don't actually see anything here that says we can add them as an admin. So let's see here. Docs. And we'll go into infra setup, maybe users. Install. I don't think it's here. Let's just do chef server cuddle. I want to look at those options. Here we go. Secrets, manage orgs, user management. Ooh, let's just go there. User create. I thought at some point I read somewhere that there was a default admin value, or like users get created by default as admins, but I could be making that up. Who knows? That's for the service. Okay. Well, anybody? Oh. Okay. Will says add them to orgs and specify them as an admin. Okay, so I was going to use this command that creates them and adds them to the org, the -o flag here. Is it probably better to just create the user and then do a second command that adds it to the org as an admin? Or I don't know. Let's find out. So let's create our org. I'm just going to call it Jody test. I feel like I would want to capture that somewhere, but maybe not. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I should not share the secret key with the world, but whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna spin this down once I'm done anyway. So, okay, Chef user create. Okay, so this is the validator key for the org. Then, if I create the user and add them, so here's my script, add them to the org and then have it write the file name out to here. Is it just, I think that is just going to write out the users. I don't know, shoot. That'll just write out the users validator key, not the shared Chef server validator key. I don't know. Let's see. Org create to save it out to a file. Oh yeah, I think if you use this -- file name flag. Wonder, is there a way to write it to a file that can then be copied onto the workstations that I'm creating later? Okay. thought that was one of them. Let's make sure. User edit, yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, user edit. JWolf. Oh, I think I have to set, oh yeah. Please set editor environment variable. Org user add. Oh, that's a good point, especially since I'm running this as a remote script. Will says I should use org user add. So let's do this. Delete that. And we'll add Chef Server Cuddle. Uh-oh. All right. Sorry. JJ said he lost the stream. I don't know if everybody lost it or just me, but let me know if you cannot see it. But otherwise, bye, JJ. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kimball. Okay, so Chef Server org user add. Let's look at our subcommands. Org name, username, -a. Woohoo! Okay, so then we can do org user add Chef Foundations. Didn't I just change the name? Oh no, I did not make Chef Foundations. Whoops. On here I made it something else. Oh well. Chef Foundations. Testing -a maybe? Let's find out. Sudo Chef Server Cuddle. Org user add. What did I name my org on the server? Jody test. The dash or hyphen? Oh, underscore. Good gravy. Should really pay attention. JWolf was the name of my user. We'll do -a. Oh. Now you're added to the billing admins group. Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna get called when we don't pay our bill. Cool. So this should work to set up a single user named testing. Now I want to do something similar to what's happening here. Woo. I'm getting notifications all of a sudden. Sorry. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. So here what's going on is it's taking that variable that I showed you in my variables or the TF-vars file, the user count for automate, and exporting that as an environment variable so that it can then iterate through somewhere. It iterates through and creates all those users. But now I cannot, oh, in the create user script, that's where it happens. So let's see. I don't actually see, oh my gosh. It's been a day already. It's not even noon. So here we're just running that script. And in this data sources, this is the create users script. So it's taking the user count that we set as an environment variable, and going through using the Chef Automate admin token command and creating a new user for each student. Yeah, giving it a password. And it's using the Automate API to do that. I don't think that the Chef Server API, the Chef Infra Server API, has been ported into Chef Automate yet. I think it's just the CLI, but the API is on the roadmap, or so I'm told. So that might be something that we can utilize later, but now I need to create a script that goes through and creates a bunch of Chef Server users as well. First, though, we should go back to this. And now that I've added these 3 commands, I should probably save and see if that works. I created, whoops, I don't know why I keep trying to open that. So I already ran this using Chef Found. Oh no, I used a different name for both my org and my users. So I'm gonna go through, maybe add, save this, run it again in Terraform, apply it, and see if it does what we want it to. Okay, it has not been an hour since I logged in last, so I'm just gonna run Terraform apply. Oh no. Error because I didn't put a comma after this guy. Okay, so I got an error parsing this file that I just modified and saved. And it says expected a comma. So exactly what I thought. The reason I knew exactly what it was is because I made that mistake 2 days ago as well. So, Will says that's going to create a new admin token every time it loops through the create users service. Oh. So should each of the admins be sharing an admin token? Will? Here. Also, there's like a kind of lag between the chat and my actual video, so. Well, anyway, we'll come back to that. Okay, we saved that. Oh my gosh. I really can't get out of the habit of using my terminal window instead of the VS Code terminal, which is so much more compact and beautiful. Anyway, so we are Terraform applying. Just push up, I suppose. It's going to run through all of the same things it ran through before, just to verify that they are in their desired state. So Terraform works in a desired state manner, just like Chef. All my stuff should be in exactly the state it should be, except for 2 resources, which is the Chef Automate, this resource, the 3 remote exec commands, and what else? Oh, apparently I'm changing the tags on my workstation and instance ID. I don't know, whatever. So we'll go through, run that. Yay. We'll log back in. And we'll do sudo chef server cuddle user list. Sudo chef server user show. Oh, it didn't create testing actually. Harumph. It doesn't look like it actually went. Didn't run through the script as far as I can tell. Maybe let's look at sudo chef server org list. I saved the changes. I wonder if the remote exec, if it's not going to run that again. Why? Oh. Okay. So I do, darn. I have to I have to yeah, it does take 4 or 5 minutes to like spin it back up, and so I would love to avoid that, but that sounds really fancy, Will. You would have to walk me through that. So then basically that would just be like extrapolating these 3 lines and putting them in another one of these things and then calling that data source. Or I don't know. For now, maybe I'll just go ahead and destroy it and build it again. Destroying takes a lot less time than building, obviously. Does anybody know, do all of the data sources just automatically get copied onto the instance when you run this? Or maybe, oh, never mind. It's right here where we're provisioning that file on the system. JK. So maybe I could pull these out, put them into their own script, and then call that data source instead of, oh my gosh, I spoke too soon when I said destroying takes much less time than creating, apparently. It's taken forever. Oh boy. If anybody wants some free swag, my producer just pasted a link into the chat for some free swag. Yeah. Oh, here we go. All right. Terraform apply. We're getting close to my 1 hour. I might have to sign back into Okta or re-authenticate. Yes, build me the thing. Oh yeah, I gotta go into secrets mode. I won't forget this time. There we go. Oh wait, here, we can do... Ooh, now my face is all big. So exciting. Just waiting for this code to finish telling everybody my secrets in the world. I guess it kind of doesn't really matter because this is all recorded, and if we post the whole thing, people can just rewind to where I forgot to show it or to put this up. But whatever. Let's see. Oh, you know what would be even smarter than doing what I'm doing now is if I just minimize the screen. Oh, that's maximizing. I could just... Whee! Oh, it went away. I kind of still want to see when it's done, so... Okay. Let's create a new file in data sources. And we'll call this csusers.sh. Then, whoops, I don't want that. I want those. Copy that into here, just so that I have it. Okay. We're wanting this to be a shell script. I want to do that. Whoops. Okay. Oh, actually, I think this one we can just leave out of here. Because I only need one organization. So we will for each, what is the variable I want? I guess it is still user count. Yeah, because we're setting, oh my goodness, we're setting the environment variable. Not here. Why am I in there? Go away. Setting the environment variable. Where? Right here. User count. Okay, so it should be there as long as we run this after that. Then done. We want to but this is using curl, and I don't actually want to use curl. Oh, sorry. Garth. Okay. I don't want, sudo chef server cuddle. Can I, yeah, do, I feel like I'm gonna need to set more environment variables if I want to do this. Oh, poops. Okay. Do. Oh my gosh, it's right above me. Lol. So okay, how do I use the variable? We'll go testing. Oh, gross. I'm lazy. Don't judge me. Maybe like this. User count. And oh no, I need to use I. Sorry. D. I think, right? Anyone out there who is an expert in this, just go ahead and let me know. User I. Yeah. Okay. I think testing I. We'll go. Their name is test $I test. Oh, I don't need to put that there. Test.com. Ooh, password. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Still creating down here. Holy cow. At least it is down to the end though. Yeah, whatever. Password. Dash file name temp. Ooh, and this one we do need parentheses. I feel like backslash is not gonna be good. Testing $I. Oops, dollar test. No, yeah. Okay. Maybe this will work. Maybe it will not. Can I? Let's look. Wonder if I can run. Ooh, gross. Does anybody know? I wonder if I can run multiple commands in the same loop between the do and done. Like, could I just add the second one, or do I need to do comma separated values or Chef Server cuddle org user add chef foundations? You can do multiple. Woohoo! Test. Print. Testing. $I. Okay. Oh, and dash A. I need that. No dash add, por favor. Okay. I equals user count, so it's going to create a user named testing number. Their first name will be test number, and their file. Oh, I think this needs to be .pem. Whew. Yes. Okay. We'll save that. And, ooh, okay. So now our script is done. Let's come up here, log into this bad boy. And Chef sudo Chef Server cuddle user show or list. Ugh. It did not work the way I wanted it to. Org list. Okay. It did create the organization, but it did not create the testing user. Why? Oh, maybe because there is no space here. Oh gosh, that took so long to run and now I have to do it again. Oh, why? Oh. Frustrating. Now I have to decide if I want to go through all that. Oh, for the love of cheese. Let's just exit. And let's look at, yep, sure enough, in my output, data in your request is invalid because I made it up. Oh. Could not find user. Testing. Weird. It's like, I don't know why it's pulling the, or where it's pulling this information from, but this is the automate user rather than this user. Whatever. Anyway. F my life. Chef training 3. Okay. Terraform destroy mother. Oh my goodness. Let me just log out of this because it keeps dinging on me. Sorry. I don't know what you mean by taint the resource and just rerun it. I can say no here still. Huh? There. Okay. Will, you have to make it more clear what I have to do. Like change the file name or something? Oh, that's a thing. Oh, interesting. All right. Terraform. Taint. Chef automate.tf. Is that? No, that's not the resource that I want to taint, right? Or is it? Okay. Is this what I am attempting? If you run the list command. All right. Fine. Run the commands you're telling me to list. Fine. Oh, run Terraform state list. Uh-huh. AWS instance. Where is it? I don't even see that on here. Oh my God, right there. Holy crap. Terraform. Okay. You can taint the resource and then just rerun that one. So then Terraform rerun, is that a command that I would run? Just run Terraform apply. All right, fine. Thank you, because that saves me so much time and effort. Ugh. Yay. All right. Chef Server. I think that okay, while that is running, I have to show you, because I thought it was funny, but I don't think it was deemed funny enough to post. When I was like figuring out the message for this live stream, for this particular one where we're doing Terraform, a Terraform plan that will launch the Chef Infra Server inside the Chef Automate server. I really wanted to use this, oh darn it, this amazing photo from Zoolander, because once I get this done, I'm gonna be so excited. And also because I feel like a monkey trying to get inside a computer for the files sometimes. So there you have it. Still not done. Oh my goodness. We're still just doing the pre-flight, or we just finished the pre-flight steps, so I guess it's going through and redeploying this. Once that finishes, maybe we'll take these two, remove them, and then try to run it via the script. So let's do that actually. And we'll say sudo oh, I need to add it up there, up top too. Users, comma, sudo, oh wait, just run temp create cs users.sh, comma, up here we'll add another note. Oh wait, I gotta no whoops, put it outside the curly brackets so that it doesn't break everything. Provisioner file open source equals data sources slash cs users.sh destination temp cs users.sh. Okay, so that's just going to take this file that I created with the two Chef Server cuddle commands and copy it from here onto the server that I'm provisioning. Then I already removed those two lines and changed the file permissions so that our Ubuntu user can run the script from here. Gee whiz, it's taking just as long just to apply that change. Yeah. I think because I changed the resource, it was like, nope, it's not in the right state, so we're just going to destroy it. Maybe, wonder if there's a way to taint a, like, resource within a resource. So, like, just taint this provisioner, the remote exec provisioner. But I don't know, Terraform even remotely well enough to know if I could do that. Do. Will, when you say like move those out to a null resource, do you mean like what I am doing here by moving those two commands to their own little script, shell script outside? Oh my goodness, 5 minutes. I guess that means it's time for free swag again. There you go. Anyone who you get free swag and you get free swag. Everybody gets free swag. They're not tied to same resource that creates the EC2 instance. Oh. How would I? How, I feel like it's taking longer now than it did before. How is everyone doing with the self-isolation? My sister works in Australia for a health organization who basically interviews or like does the patient interviews for people with infectious diseases. And so like everybody's stress around what's going around right now with coronavirus and everything, it is like multiplied tenfold for her because she has to like answer all of the people panicking and calling public health to figure out, do I have it? I sneezed yesterday and all that stuff. So that's, if you can hear my phone going off, that is what that is. My sisters are decompressing after a long day, it sounds like. I guess it's Saturday in Australia now, but whatever. Oh my gosh, I swear this is taking longer than it did before. Maybe I messed up a command. Oh no, it's just taking real long. The services are all started though. It looks like. Or they have been started. Oh gosh, we're still waiting for the service checks to come back. Sorry. Oh, woohoo! Secrets. There we go. Oh, shoot. It did a whole new instance, didn't it? Crap. Um, Interesting. Okay. Let's take a peek at the services since this is a new instance. Looks like everything's running great. Let's look at what orgs we have. Yay. Okay. Now see if it created the user appropriately. Woohoo! User show testing. Okay. Let's look at the org. Chef server cuddle org show. Dope. How do I? Can I show all the users that are part? I assume the -u flag does not do that. Org user show maybe? Sudo chef server org user show. Nope. Oh. Mwah. Org user list does not work either. Well, what would be a good way to test whether this worked? Maybe if I copy the testing PEM to my local workstation and try knife commands. Hi, Pecan. Yes, this stream will be archived. I think. It's recorded and we'll put it on YouTube for sure. But also, if you came here for free swag, I can also give you that so you don't have to wait around for the link. But yeah, right now we are just making sure that the chef server org and users are created and configured appropriately from within our Terraform script. Exactly. My producer says free swag. Okay, sorry. So we need to get the testing PEM onto the user workstation now. Let's see. Our automate file writes a bunch of stuff. Hang on. Where I want to write out a file. Let's see. So I know that this, oops, API tokens everywhere, yay. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Pecan. This poster in my background is the poster from Chef, or other way, whoops. It's a poster from Chef Conf from last year, the party we had, Mud Honey. I don't know if you're a rock fan or and not, but they're a band. A famous band. Not a big famous band, I guess, but anyway, I'll stop talking. That's just the poster from our party. So I definitely rock the chef gear all the time. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so I know that this automate credentials file is getting written at some point. Ooh, outputs is probably where it's maybe? No. Yes. Yeah. This is where it gets written out on my console, but I want it to write a file. See you later, Nick. If any Terraform experts here know the answer to this question, please speak up. I want to, in here, we are deploying the Chef server, Chef Infra service, and Chef Automate service inside a Chef Automate server. And we're then going to configure we're going to configure n number of users based on my variables down here, which we'll set later. But we're going to create these users, and they're each going to get a a PEM file written. And I would like to write those PEM files, I guess, temporarily to the Terraform plan. Seems like a bad idea, but I want to be able to use them on a bunch of student workstations that get provisioned. So I wonder, yeah, I don't know how to do that. Oh well, let's go back and test this portion that we added first. So yeah. Okay, so we know it created our users the way I wanted it to. Now I'm going to go back into this automate file, and I've added these 2 lines to reference this shell script, which is going to go through and for each user and user count create a new user. So I'm going to change the user count number in my variables after I save this file. Save. And here's where it's copying from my Terraform plan onto my Automate server. Yeah, okay. Let's update my TF vars so that we have 5 Automate users. And we'll go ahead and taint. I just learned this. Actually, I'm just gonna go up. Taint this one resource. And yes, it is going to go through that whole process and build a new instance again. But sorry, you have to live through that just like I do. Okay, so I did update that. This is there. This is referencing that. Took out the user. Okay, cool. I'm gonna apply this. Okie doke. Oh. It's not saying it's going to change any resources, even though it did last time. Oh, so exciting watching this happen. Just gonna let it destroy there. Yeah. It's gonna be a minute. So I'm gonna go AFK for a second. Yeah, and perform a bio break. So enjoy having that knowledge. Yay, I'm back. My Terraform thing still isn't done, but also you guys get to see my new favorite ritual now that we have to wash our hands and sanitize all the time. In addition to washing my hands, I use this deliciously delicious smelling lavender organic hand sanitizer. There, you can all witness my sanitation. My producer is nudging me, probably because he wants to get lunch. It's lunchtime here in Seattle. So I am going to, I am a quick brown dog. My hands are super dry from all of the hand washing too. Once this apply finishes, I'm just going to validate that the CS user's script did what I thought it was going to do. And then we'll probably call it a day for today. But we'll be back here next Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time as well. And we'll have free swag then too. So if you want more free swag, hop on then. And a little side note about our programming coming up is we're planning to have, I'm trying to work with the engineering teams here at Chef because we have a few engineering calls that happen that I think would be awesome for the community to see, like our product and engineering demos, barring any solutions or exciting tools on the roadmap that we haven't actually announced generally. And then also the open source triage calls. So if y'all are interested in seeing how the sausage is made, so to speak, you can join us, and we'll try and publicize those times on Twitter as well. So yeah, it's still going through and doing this wonderful, oh my goodness, it's not even starting the services yet. It's just calling them. I guess you can't see it because I left it on my big old face this whole time. There, much better. Anyway, yeah, it's still going through and deploying these services. Installing, hopefully it will start starting them. Then it'll do a service check and we'll know if we've succeeded when we log in, if there are 5 Chef server users. So fingers crossed. This is really not a commercial for Dr. Bronner's, but one of the reasons that I love this is because lavender is supposed to be relaxing. And so as everybody is all freaking out about health concerns and all that stuff, I'm just spritzing lavender everywhere and inhaling it deeply and soothing myself. I probably look like a crazy person. Also, I'm slightly allergic to lavender, so it makes me sneeze. And then people are afraid that I have it, but I bought this spray at Target, but I bought it like the week before all of the coronavirus outbreaks started happening in the US. So I bought it before hand sanitizer became a commodity, apparently. So yeah, I get it at Target, but it's pretty, I think it's available pretty widely, especially depending on what area you're in. Like if you're in the Seattle area like I am, there's a bunch of drugstores called Bartell Drugs, and I bet they have them. They usually have kind of like specialty or like extra special. But although right now, probably nobody in the area has it. But it smells good. And I've heard that lavender is an antiseptic, like a natural antiseptic. So it smells good, it's soothing, it's disinfecting, and it's antiseptic. Yay! Sounds like I work for, for Dr. Bronner's. But I don't. This is taking forever. 7 whole minutes. I feel like when I applied the Terraform plan to begin with, it did not even take 7 minutes. So it's weird that it's taking longer just to reapply one single resource than it is to do all of them. But quick brown dog, yeah, it smells so good. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Whoops. Sorry. Wee. Yay, there we go. Now it's... Oh, I saw student 5. Oh no. Error executing. Terraform does not roll back. Conflict. Username or email. Weird. Our email should be... Oh, because I used the same email. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Let's do... Get out of there. Email... $... squiggly eye at test.com. I think that will fix it. It's weird that it created all of the users though before it spat out that error. Oh, I see. Because these are the Chef Automate users, not the Chef Server users. Okay, cool. So maybe this change will work. Let's see. Oh, wow. I just started humming a random tune and it was Thomas the Tank Engine. I don't know if there are any nannies or child caregivers or parents out there, but that's a very strange and random song to enter my head at this time. I hope this doesn't... Yeah, I'm sorry too, because now it's stuck in my head too. I haven't seen Thomas the Tank Engine in probably like more than a decade. Oh God. Thanks a lot, quick brown dog. Yes. Little Einstein was fun. I had like I was a nanny for a while and they had like baby Beethoven video or something. I didn't do drugs at all, but that seems like doing drugs and watching baby Einstein videos would be very interesting. Yeah, well, quick brown dog, now none of us can get that song out of our heads. All right. Finish. Baby shark, doo 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 doo, baby shark. So excited that I have a new platform to torture people with my karaoke singing. Oh my goodness, we're just going through the pre-flight checks. If you can't tell, I'm very impatient, and I also have attention deficit disorder probably. So, yeah. Deployment services starting, so now it will go through and try to deploy all those other services for us. Oh yeah, super exciting. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, quick brown dog. I haven't picked a tech book yet for a future stream because I'm once I finished reading the Unicorn Project, I got hooked on this trilogy, I think, called, the first book is called A Different Shade of Magic. I don't remember what the second book is called. Hang on. I'll be right back. Ooh, it's so mystical. A Gathering of Shadows. So this is what I'm reading in my spare time, my personal time right now. It's pretty good, especially if you like fantasy magic books and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm reading now, but I am very open to suggestions on books to be reading, or to do a book club discussion on this stream. So if anybody has ideas, send them to me. Reach out, and if you really want to, you can even feature on the stream during the book club discussion. So yeah, my all my tags are or all my handles are at Jodorita. So you can reach out anywhere, or you can email me at Jody, Jody, at chef.io. And let me know what you're reading, and maybe we can have a discussion on it. I'm sorry, I really silenced my notifications, but it doesn't seem to have worked. So there you have it. 4.5 minutes. It's probably going to be another 7-minute deployment, but oh well. It's worth it for science to know if my stuff works. Gosh darn it, Quick Brown Dog. That song is really stuck in my head now. Oh, and I would be remiss if I didn't offer this link one more time, because we're trying to apply these stupid changes. Free swag. Yeah. Woo. I don't have the unicorn animation like my producer did last week, but if I did, the screen would be covered in unicorns pooping rainbows all over the place. Oh, yay, it's getting to the chef server stuff. Hallelujah. We're getting close. I can feel it. So close. Darn it. Stupid song. Pecan Terraform is pretty cool. Although this has taken a bit. And I started learning it by basically taking somebody else's plan and like going through it and seeing what was happening. So I'm by no means an expert, but it's pretty cool. I think Annie Hedgepeth has some tutorials on her blog, anniehedgy.com, I think. Darn it. Will is saying I could rework this to make it faster and easier for me, but it would take a lot of rework, and I don't know about a lot of rework. I'm lazy. Ooh, yes. Okay, so we got 3 users, 4 users. 1 more should be added. Oh, it went by so fast. I didn't see what it was saying. Okay. Not found. It's fine. Okay. So let's just log into this guy, validate that it is 172.39. Sudo chef server cuddle user list. Yay. Let's do user show testing 4. Cool. So then, cool. So my script totally worked. That's awesome. Now my next goal is to get the user PEMs for each user onto their workstations. Yeah. Which I will, not bore you with today. Maybe we can work on that next week. I'll probably work on it before then, but then you guys can see what progress I've made. Yay! So yeah, I'm probably going to sign off now, since I've made a little bit of progress, and then dig around and see if I can figure out a way to write this to a file that goes, oh, hey, Nell just joined. Darn it. How's it going? Yeah. Guess I could stick around for a little while, but oh, thanks, Pecan. Yeah. Self-quarantine has been some interesting times for sure. Oh, thank you. Yeah, everybody be safe. And I don't know if anybody on here follows Nathan Harvey on Twitter. I need to follow him more closely because I keep missing his like happy hour hangs, but he's started doing some Zoom hangouts each week. So people can still get their socialization in even while they're distancing themselves. So yeah, I'm going to sign off. I will see you all next week though. And like I said at the beginning of this, keep your eyes peeled because we're going to start probably doing more engineering streams like the open source triage, the product and engineering demos, demo days, and stuff like that. So if that kind of stuff interests you, keep an eye on the stream, and we'll see you next time. As Pecan said, be safe out there, folks. I'll see you later. Bye.